Hello. Easy now with the guitar solo. How are we doing? Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you're doing very well. I'm just getting everything up and running here. Hopefully everything is working. Everything should be working. Even the microphone. Yes. Ding dang bam bam bo. Yes. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. I do this every time. Live stream number 4,500. Still testing. How the devil are we, people? Yes, I knew you would bark at me. Why are you barking? Come and say hi then. Viva la Corona was early in. We're happy to see ya. Viva! Soul Destroyer with an afternoon. How are we, Soul? Good to see you guys. Hope you're well. Typical thing with the dog. He wants to come, he don't want to come. He jumped up my leg. Come on now. You can jump up. You know you can jump up. Come and say hi. Look who's here as well. Vita has arrived straight in from Brazil. Vita's here. He knows how to announce himself as properly done. Come on, dog. We need to play some Football Manager. So I don't want you to bark away. Yeah, come on. I love you. Come. Yep. Little bugger. How the hell are we, Vita? Afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever you are. Wherever you are in the world, we're happy to see ya. I've been working all afternoon on episode 2 of Rewind the Game podcast. If you haven't watched episode 1 yet, please head over to my YouTube channel. We started out with one of the best, FM Lama. Such a legend, such a brilliant guy. Yes, he was our first guest, very first guest on our Retro Football podcast. Episode 2 is out on Wednesday. Early access tomorrow on Patreon with another banging guest. Another fantastic guest. I cannot wait to tell you and show you who is the guest in episode 2. Vita is doing my mad trademark in the raids. Lol. I always love to see that. Mad is here. That is the way we raid people. With love, that is. But I always love to see that, Vita. Hope you all have had a great weekend. How are we, guys? Evening, says Retro Gamer as well. Billy's in. Good to see you, my friend. My man, Matt. How are we? Dr. Nanase. My man, right back at ya. We are all good, thanks. We are very good. We will continue our 1986-87 database save. There he is. It took a while, you little fucker. It took a while. Yeah, they know you're here. Don't treat him. Don't. Just say hi. Hi, homie. Hi, guys. Yes. Don't try to charm them. You don't deserve it. He's been spoiled all weekend. He's been out at my mom's. She can't help herself. She spoils away. I think Billy's spoiling you. I think he's done it. We got something for him. We'll set something up. I appreciate it, Billy. How are you, Dr. Nanase? Witch King Mallory, good afternoon, brother. Right back at ya, brother. Thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate that. We are about to continue our 86-87 database save, where we are Oxford United in the English Prem, which back then was First Division. And we have done a complete overhaul to our first team squad. We have signed a bunch of young lads to come in and help us out. How are you doing, Witch King Mallory? We are 8th, 15 games in, 8th in the First Division. I had higher hopes for this season. Plan was to finish top 5. It looks a little bit difficult. We have had some major injuries that plays into our plans. That's one of my excuses. The other excuse is that the average age of the squad is probably 20 or something, 19 maybe even. Very young squad we're working with, so we are a bit inconsistent. But it's a long season. We're still here. It's a long season. Database is awesome, and your save has been a treat. I'm doing great, thank you. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know, Witch King Mallory. Really appreciate the kind words. I'm having so much fun with this database still. I still have a long-term save on this database, going offline. Having much fun with that, definitely. And this save, I have lots of hopes for this squad. But it is a tough season. It's especially tough for us when we play against some of the strong teams. We haven't been able to really challenge Arsenal, Everton, United yet. Arsenal kicked us out of the Football League Cup. But for the last 5 games, we are unbeaten. And that will hopefully continue tonight when we start out against Oldham Athletic. Injury situation, Julio Cesar, major signing this season. Got injured up to 9 months, 2 to 5 months to go before he will make his return. Andy Müller, huge signing this season. He's been out injured. He's back on the bench. We'll probably bring him into play later in this game. Fernando Redondo, our normal starter. He's only 18 years old, but he has been our normal starter so far this season. He's out injured for a couple of weeks. And Ivan Zamorano also out injured. So this is our starting 11. As we take on Oldham Athletic, English First Division. Away, that is. We have traveled to Oldham. Let's see how many players we know from the starting 11, shall we? Managed by Ian Branford, with Ian Baird, Gianfranco Sola up on top. Mamma mia! I did not see that one coming, Oldham. They have done their scouting. Dennis Irvin, he starts out at Oldham, doesn't he? Frank Yallop, the Canadian, right? And Andy Gorham in goal. They do have a couple of bits and pieces, don't they? How did they find Gianfranco Sola? 275k for Season 2 on the 86-87 database. What a pickup that is. Wowzers. Great job by Oldham. Hopefully, we are still strong enough to beat them because we have especially this Scotchman, Gary McAllister, on complete fire. 12 goals and 15 appearances as an attacking midfielder. I signed him to be my primary playmaker, but mamma mia, he's been lethal. Lurk, Mr. Tini is on lurk. Appreciate it, Tini. Hope all is well. Got called in for work today. They called at 7 a.m. Dr. Nanase had been drinking all day. The day before pre- and post-honors match. Drunk in Fanny Branca is not advisable. But good day today. A new colleague started last week and she's super kind. That's good to hear. Ease back on the Fanny Branca, my friend. It is summertime though. Spoil yourself. Sounds like you had a couple of good days. Let's kick off the first game of tonight. As I said, away against Oldham. We unbeaten for the last 4 games. It would be nice to make it 5 in a row without a loss. And this is one of the games that we need to win. We have high ambitions. We want to be up there with the very best. So there's no excuses against a team like Oldham. So please don't commit a pen. 1 minute in. 1 minute in, we commit a pen. Young Grameless, sir. And Dennis Irvin. Oh, he missed Peter Schmeichel with a huge save. Dennis Irvin, he's usually money from the spot, but he missed. Incredible save from Peter Schmeichel. Peter keeps us in once again. He has definitely earned us a couple of points during this season, if not more. Saving pens, saving big chances. Complete game changer. There we go with the interception. John Schubeck, another Dane. Poor pass though, but Davos Suker got it anyway. Suker back to Lasser. We're still just 2 minutes in. The passing is horrible. Horrible. Mr. Tinney currently finalizing the region update for this database. Have you heard it, people? Region update incoming. And it's gonna be great. Last update for this database was the English 3rd Division I added, including like 1 to 200 various players from all over the world as well. And Tinney's updating the region mod, so it will be up to pair. And as I said, I still have lots of fun with this database, so it's awesome job by Mr. Tinney to keep updating the region mod. And I did see your post on Twitter earlier, Tinney. Huge rebuild over at Omega Luke's channel using this very database. Cannot wait to watch it. It's an all-nighter. It looks like it's an all-nighter. Gary Mack from the spot. 2 pens within the first 5 minutes. Mack misses as well. What's going on? Dennis Irvin missed a pen for Oldham. We miss a pen. Gary Mack So still 0-0. 5 minutes in, lots of action. Lots of action. Who will run away with this one? Yeah, it got difficult to concentrate on the match at some point. So you were at stadium, Dr. Nanase, or what? Spent the evening post-match as Barry's pub till like 10 p.m. There we freaking go. Classic pub in Randers. Lorenzo Starlins. It sounds like you were at the stadium, mate. Sivebæk. Come on. Someone got to score. The goalkeeper, Andy Gorham, picked up a knock. It's been back and forward. Both teams have created chances in this one. Sola with a chance for Oldham. He slots it home. Tony Henry. Not Cherry Hungry. Tony Henry with the assist for Oldham. It's 1-0 Oldham. I called it, didn't I? I called it early. Sola will get one against us. The little magician playing for Oldham in 1987. Just imagine. Just imagine. There is the equalizer from a Dane. I reckon it is described as an own goal, but definitely John Sivebæk deserved that one. The feel of this game is like it could easily be like a 4-4 or 5-5 this game will end out in. 2 pens already been missed. 2 goals been scored. Lots of chances. We're having fun here at Oldham, but we are here to get the 3 points. There's no excuses. Salute to everyone and happy Monday. 1-1 at halftime. We got to do better, definitely. We haven't even scored a goal ourselves. We missed a pen. They have scored an own goal. We need to be more dangerous. Sivebæk is tired, but he's been good. It's the 2 Danes. Look at the ratings here at halftime. It's the 2 Danes that's pulling the team right now. Yeah, I want Andy Müller on instead of Abedi Pelé. He's been great, Abedi Pelé. He's been really good, but he's played every single game this season, so he is a little tired. And I'm a little bit worried he potentially could pick up an injury. So Andy Müller, wonder kid. Let's get him on for the second half, shall we? Retro Gamer. Omega Luke has a new video on Retro. I have to check that out. Definitely you have. On the 86 database. Huge rebuild. 4-way rebuild. I cannot wait to check that out myself. But Gabriel Batistuta, assisted by Andy Müller. Now we're talking. 2-1 up early in the second half. Dr. Nanase, yes, I bought a 6-month season ticket pass thingy and trying to show up as to many as possible. That's a proper supporter. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect that, Dr. Nanase. Are we hopeful for the season for Randers? Mad Scientist, Benny Cage. How are we doing, Benny? Always a pleasure to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Ready for a new week, are we? Happy Monday to you, Benny. Hope all is well. Oh, I forgot about over here. There is the equalizer. Gianfranco Sola with his 10th goal of the season. He's unstoppable. No surprise there. So we are back status quo. 2-2 it is. It seems to be a little bit more difficult to get away with 3 points from Oldham than I expected. Sola is pulling the strings for them. Half an hour to go of ordinary time. We gotta make some changes. Best player on the pitch almost. John Sivebæk. He's so tired. He's knackered. How's it going? Soul Destroyer. Everything is well, my friend. Thanks for asking. I'm just happy on my little summer project, my little podcast, retro podcast. Episode 2 is out on Wednesday with another brilliant guest. Looking very much forward to release that one. Danes overperforming. Shock, horror, says Dr. Nanase. We got 2 of the best ones. Despite losing main man Nordley, yes, we start poor every match and end so much better. If we could just concentrate from the start, I could see us a possible top 3 finish this season. That is what we're hoping for, Dr. Nanase. That is definitely what we're hoping for. Benny Cage gifted a tier 1 sub to Retro Gamer. 13 gifted subs in the channel. Benny, you freaking legend. That means the hell of a lot, my friend. Thanks. Thanks for doing that. I know that Retro Gamer, he appreciates it as well. So thank you, Benny. My man, very, very kind. It does hurt me a little bit, but how do you do this, guys? Do you just play? Do you just keep players on the pitch until they're completely knackered, or will you sub them? First we gotta get the GOAT Jordy a sub. Second, we gotta get the Great Dane a sub. Benny, I appreciate that, my friend. Couldn't have said it much better myself. All the power to you, Benny. Really appreciate it. Weekend was good, man. We're finally cooking in the K-League 1. There we go, Benny. Right few pieces of business I have to handle here. There we go. Benny is doing the Lord's job, isn't he? Dropping an 8-month sub on us as well, Benny. You are a freaking hero. Really appreciate it, Benny. Thanks a lot, my man. Thank you so much. Where was I now in the chat? I'm such an amateur. Neil Drake. Yo, kind sir. Do you mind checking YouTube comments? I always check YouTube comments. On what video, if I may ask, Neil? Neil Drake. What video should I check your YouTube comments on? While I make a couple of substitutions here, because we came here to get 3 points. That's not the situation right now, so I want to bring on a couple of fresh players, and here is our lucky mascot as well. Say hi to Benny, the main man, making our Monday very, very lovely. He's such a gent. He's such a gent. Yeah, you like Benny, right? We all do. Such a great streamer as well. We got some good friends in the community. But it's difficult to play FM without my arms available. There we even got a doggy emote from Benny. Yeah, you know what the doggy emote is. There we go. Alright, a couple of subs. Let me see. Gary Mack on 6.30, but I will keep him on. I will keep him on because he has been the difference maker this season so far for us. Soul Destroyer podcast. Don't mind if I do. Check it out, Soul. We're having so much fun on our little retro football podcast. Rewind the game. Rewind the game. There you go, a little bit scratching for you. There we go. Episode 1, FM Llama. Such a brilliant guy to have as a guest in the first episode. Can't complain. And then I gotta renew my loan here for 6 more months. That's great, Benny. Really appreciate it. Oh, we're not getting 3 points out of this one, are we? Le Sueur have had a stinker. 6.10. He's 18, 19 years old. He's still learning, still developing, so we'll give him time. But for today, we will sit him down. One last substitution here. Robbie Mustoe. Come on, Robbie Mustoe. On the pitch with him. 15 to 20 minutes to go of this one. Ah, goddamn, YouTube comments. How slow am I? Goddamn, Neil is over on YouTube. I honestly forgot I was live on YouTube, Neil. Thank you for giving me a heads up, Neil. I will check the YouTube comments. My bad. It's on this video you're commenting. Excuse me, sir. There he is. Would I not be able to set up a retro database without subscribing to Patreon? I know I ain't significant, deserve way more hard work, but I am just a third world country. And also what the camera said. All right, a couple of questions from Neil. You don't have to subscribe to Patreon to play any of my retro databases. They are for free, fine to download. If you're still in the Twitch chat as well, Neil, there is a link to my website. That is where you can go and download Batistuta. You can download Batistuta. Who sets up Augusto Inacio for the winner? A late winner. Excuse me, Neil. Back on business. So, all my retro databases are free to download on my website, Steam Workshop. There's links to all the way where you can download my databases on my website. If you can find the way to my website, Neil, that is where you can download my databases. What was the second question? Are you English? No, I am not English. I'm Danish. That was 3 points. Quite surprising, actually. And excuse me again, Neil. Excuse me again. Can you please check the YouTube comments? What? Where? I'm such an idiot. Yes, disallowed, said Vitor. I did see Oldham scored first. Then we scored second. Benny, I love that dog. So cute. Look at the tail going. There's a couple of keywords that my little dog understands. In English. Even. Yes, his dog will be going. Dun, dun, dun. What a goal. The Sweden goal against Romania. 94. Yeah, that free kick routine we set up there. Pixel pinning as well. Almost a Sweden World Cup 1994. Free kick that. That was absolutely brilliant. We couldn't score an open play in this game. We missed from the penalty spot as well. But we got the winning goal deep into injury time. And it was definitely a recreation of the Swedish goal from the World Cup 1994. You are true on that, guys. Was it Thomas Brolin? Was it Brolin who scored the goal at the World Cup 1994? I think it was, right? Here we have it, the recreation. Barty, Augusto Inacio ran behind the wall. Clinical finish. In his first game of the season, actually. Our backup left fullback. Next up is Southampton. In the first division, they got a wonder kid and a half, don't they? Where is he? He's not in the first team squad to be seen. Where is the young Englishman? There he is, Alan Shearer. Playing for the under-21s. Why not come to Oxford, my little friend Alan? As a Swede, we still live on that World Cup. That makes sense. You did great at that World Cup. Denmark was not even qualified for the World Cup 1994. Sweden did very, very well. That game against, was it Romania? Was it Romania? Yeah, it was Romania. I said that in the chat. Absolutely loved that goal. Benny. Benny. Courtesy of Benny. Giving away a sub, one more sub, this time to Latsy Anarchist, Benny. Show some love for Benny in the chat, guys. Much love from here, Benny. You're such a hero. You'll get some mad love from me, my friend, Benny. And Latsy, one of our favorites. Latsy Anarchist. He deserves a gifted sub, definitely. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Chris Wall. Hi, oh, nice to see you, Chris. I hope you're doing well, Chris. Happy Monday. How are we? Thank you for checking in. Thank you very much for checking in. 86, 87 database it is at the moment. We are building Oxford United to something they never were, hopefully. But it's a process. Trust the process. Our team is very, very young. So we gotta trust the process. It will take some time. It's so good to see you, Chris. Soul Destroyer. They shouldn't be free with the effort you and Tinny put in. Very kind, Soul. Very kind. Yeah, let me just imagine that I could charge £1 or $1 for my databases for every download. My life would be so very different. So very different. I can only imagine because I can't. It's illegal. I can't charge for my databases. Sporting Interactive would sue the ass of me. So you know what? I'm not complaining at all. People have been so kind over the years to donate, just like Benny has done tonight with a couple of Twitch subs, gifted subs. Over on my Patreon, people have been so nice, so kind to sign up for a couple of months or whatever. We got some proper Patreons who's been around for a while as well. And all you guys who's ever donated, ever done anything in my direction like that, have made it possible for me to go full-time content creator. I'm working full-time on retro databases. And that is because all the kind people in the world have thrown donations in our direction. Still blows my mind. Still fucking blows my mind. But yes, imagine if I could charge $1 per download. My life would be so very different. So, Soul, I do take your comment as a huge praise. Very, very kind, my friend. Iceland, evening, man. Hope you're all good. Iceland, good to see ya. I'm very well, my friend. Hope you're doing well also. Have we been enjoying the summer so far? Are we working hard? Nonetheless, thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate that very much. We have drawn Weymouth in the FA Cup. Yeah, a little cup run would be nice this season. It's not going to be the League Cup because we've already been kicked out of that one by Arsenal. So my again, a very, very, very poor intake. We gotta rely on the young players we already have available in our squad, don't we? It was Brolin. Thank you, Vita. Yeah, the goal, World Cup 1994, the free kick routine. It was Thomas Brolin with the last touch on that one. Sorry, Matt. Forgot about YouTube myself. Lol, I got both on now. Don't you worry, Billy. Appreciate the help, Billy. Always. Vita, Romania almost goes to semi-final against my Brazil. Oh, the memories, right? Vita, don't know if Romania could be more hard than Sweden in that semi-final. Romania beat Argentina, didn't they, in the World Cup 1994? Or was it a 2-2 draw? It was a hell of a game, Argentina versus Romania, World Cup 1994. I can't remember if it was 2-2 draw, Argentina versus Romania. Or did Romania actually win? And that was Argentina with Batistuta, with Caniggia. Diego Maradona already been sent home from that World Cup, but you know, yeah. Gabriel at the age of 18. He's still 18 and he's been here for a while. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. Excuse me, let me catch up with the chat. I am Pixel Pinning, which is why I absolutely love that you added Darlin, Brolin, and Kenneth Anderson to the database. Latest update for this database. We got a bunch of Swedish players added. And you just mentioned some of the best ones. Yes, Martin Dahlin, Thomas Brolin, Kenneth Anderson. All right, young Batistuta is going to do the job for us against Southampton coming up. We sit 8th. They are in 14th currently. And we are unbeaten at 5 now. Let's kind of continue. Let's carry on with that run. Should we? Knud follows us. Look at the emote game from Knud in the chat. Wow. Love to see it, Knud. Happy Monday. How are we, sir? Billy, anyone that isn't following Benny, give him a follow. Exactly. Shout out, goddamn, to Benny. He's doing a great job. Masterman FM. Well, howdy, boss. How are you? Sorry for letting you hang there, Masterman, for a sec. I'm a little bit behind here on this Monday. Working a little bit slow, but I am happy to see ya. I hope Masterman got a shout out if I missed it. Otherwise, appreciated moderators if we could get a shout out for Masterman. One of our absolute favorites to do it. Keep an eye out for Masterman over the coming days. As recent as today, he's dropped a brand new video, right? It is so awesome to see, actually. Honestly. FM24. How old is FM24? People keep making content on FM24. Brand new video out from Masterman today. Omega Luke dropped a brand new video today. Huge for rebuild thing. Content keeps coming. FM Console keeps us all in the loop constantly on his YouTube channel. What's going on? So yeah, gotta applaud the FM content creators, right? Doing a fantastic job, and Masterman, one of the best to do it. So we come from this 3-2 win against Oldham, but we were not very impressive. Do I make any changes? Or do we carry on? That's the thing. We are looking to get more consistency out of these young guns. So I will keep on starting the starting 11 I have at the moment. And as I said, unbeaten in 5. Can we carry on against Southampton? They are below us in the league table. So it would be nice to get a win against them. Haven't they called up Alan Shearer at all for this one? No, I don't see the young Alan Shearer on the bench for Southampton, so I'm not afraid of them. Chris Wall, I'm alright. I've been sick for 2 weeks, but I'm getting better now, and it gave me time for a lot of FM. That's what we all do, right? When we get the man flu, the horrible, horrible man flu, kick off, Football Manager, and you'll get better. It takes some time, but you will get better eventually. Peter Shilton in goal over at Southampton. In real life, back in 1987, he was still England's #1. He was still the starting goalkeeper for England. What a legend. He's 38 years in this universe. Wow, he's conceded 44 goals. Southampton been struggling by the look of it. 44 goals conceded in 16. We can't blame Peter. It can't be Peter Shilton's fault. It must be the Southampton defense. Let's add to that statistic, shall we? Come on. Davor Suker, Batistuta. Let's get some goals tonight. Gary McAllister as well. Let's do this. Early chance from a free kick. Gary McAllister's back. Yes. What a season from Gary McAllister. Is he going to win the Ballon d'Or? He's been absolutely incredible, Gary McAllister. Adding another goal for this season. Attacking midfielder. He's our top goal scorer. Stupendous how good he's been. Set piece specialist as well. That's no surprise. But he's scored goals in all kind of fashions. Iceland, I have working at your database games. Good to hear that, Iceland. Very good to hear that. As Danny Wallace with the equalizer for Southampton. That's a bummer. We're 4 minutes in. One of the Wallace brothers. Can you name all 3 Wallace brothers? I actually think all 3 played at Southampton in 1986. Let me know if you can name all 3 Wallace brothers. The first one is Danny. You'll get that one. The FM Kingdom has arrived. Good evening, sir. I appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. Appreciate that, FM Kingdom. How are we doing? Thank you for dropping by. Happy Monday and all. Royalty has arrived in the Kingdom of FM. Master Man, you've been in my streams. You know I'm always behind on chat too. And yeah, not to sound, you know what I mean, but it's actually, I'm happy when I see people like you, Master Man, as well, being a little bit behind in chat. There's a couple of people in the FM space that's always a little bit behind chat. I think I'm one of the absolute slowest ones because I hate skipping a message. I want to answer all messages, as many as I can. So I don't want to miss any comments. I'm sure that's why what you're doing as well, Master Man. But it makes me happy to see I'm not the only one in the world that's behind the chat. And when some of the big streamers, I mean, with hundreds of viewers in the chat, and the chat just goes like this, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine to stay up with it. How is Southampton up 2-1 against us? Danny Wallace from the corner. Is it Leon Osman? In between 2-3 Oxford players. Horrible defending. Come on now, lads. Snap out of it. You can do better. I only know Rod, says Switch King Mallory. Out of the Wallace brothers. Now we got Danny and we got Rod. Who's the last one? There's 3 brothers playing for Southampton in 1986 called Wallace. We got Rod. We got Danny. What is the name of the last one? But good job, Witch King Mallory. You got one of them. Hey, brother. FM Kingdom. Agreed. No idea how they keep up Appreciate the shout out. No worries. We gotta thanks my moderators who gave you a shout out, FM Kingdom. We will check you out as soon as possible. There you go. Look at Retro Gamer in the chat. Doing large work. Just checked up on him. He streams FM. Give him a follow and share that love. Share that FM love. Retro Gamer. You deserve a badge. A community badge. Batituta! Goal, 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 goal. It's 2-2. Equalizer. There we go. Yeah, that's how we do in the FM community. Just like Retro Gamer, he says. Support each other. Give each other shout-outs. Raids. All the good stuff. That's what we always have done. Look at Batistuta leaping from the ground. Bang! Won the header with the long Batistuta hair behind him. It's 2-2. It's still disappointing. We're here to win. We're not losing points against Southampton at home at the Manor Ground, the smallest stadium in First Division history, I'm attempting to say. Andy Townsend for Southampton. They do have a couple of bits and pieces to work with, don't they? Peter Shilton. Southampton in ball possession. Here goes McDonald. Could not hit the target though. Peter Schmeichel were ready for him. Three minutes at it in the first half. It's 2-2 at halftime. It's tough. As you can see, over the last two games, there's no easy wins in this league at this point of time. At least not for the team we're working with, Oxford United. We have to fight continually for all 90 minutes to get something away from it. No change at halftime. No, we kick off the second half. Come on, 3 points. That's what we're here for. Please. Colin Hendry in our defense with a back heel pass for Graham Lusser. Blackburn legends. Davos Suker goes wide. John Sieverbeck first time pass up to Batistuta. Low cross. Davos Suker with the finish. What a save from Peter Shilton. What a save. We keep on attacking. And Gary Mack with his 14th of the season. John Sieverbeck kept the crosses coming. Gotta applaud Peter Shilton for that first save at least. Incredible job. And our top goal scorer, Gary McAllister, got another one. 3-2 Oxford. Lupescu gets the ball back to Schmeichel. Danish connection as he finds Sieverbeck. Gary McAllister and Lupescu. Look at the passing, boys. Look at the ball movement. Davos Suker now. A little bit slow on it. But he gets to it. 1-2 with Graham Lusser. What a goal! Golazo! Golazo! That is how we're dreaming of playing football in Oxford. Look at this build-up, guys. Davos Suker took the tempo a little bit out of it. 1-2 with Graham Lusser. Ran behind the defense. First time finish up to the top corner. Davos Suker, ladies and gentlemen. Whoo! That's how we play. 4-2. Oxford United. On fire. Billy, the FM community is the best ever. Despite certain individuals' negativity, I love the FM community. Why won't we all? Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to bring on Andy Møller, who's still returning from his injury. So let's sit down Gary Mack for today. Let's bring on Robbie Mustoe as well. We keep getting younger. 18, 19, 19, 22, 19 and 18. We are so young. Should we sit down Batistuta as well? I think we will, just to try to avoid getting any stupid injuries. Half an hour to go. We're up 4-2, and that was one of the best goals I've seen all season for us. That was absolutely lovely. $20 shots, 12 been on target. Decent XG as well. Could we get a fifth? And are we getting this win? We are unbeaten in 6. That's huge for us. Musto with a forward pass. Tommy Caton winning the header. Oliver Bierhoff was slaughtered by Marisraligi. Tough name, but that was a straight red card for the Southampton player. Really tried to take the legs off the German Bierhoff. We are going. We keep attacking. We're going for the 5th goal, but Shilton won't allow us that easily. Who do you support, Scientist? Also you, Retro. The FM Kingdom. So, right behind me, Andy Müller. Finally got his first goal. His start to the season has been injury-plagued, so I'm happy to see him get the freaking first goal. FM Kingdom, right behind me. There's 2 shirts right behind me, if they look familiar to you at all. That is my team. That's the team I've been supporting since the early 90s. Forza Parma. Any other Parma supporters in the chat? Let us know. Forza Parma. Who do you support, FM Kingdom? Oh, Large Anarchist asked the same. Arsenal, the world's second best team. Fair enough. Lol should probably have figured that one out with the shirts behind me. No worries, mate. No worries at all. I'm actually going to upgrade my streaming room, my streaming studio, whatever we call it, over the next couple of weeks. There'll be a couple of new additions. So I will get the Parma shirts down from the wall over the next couple of weeks, which means I can also start to wear my old school Parma shirts. But they will be taken down from the wall very, very soon. But I am very excited about my little streaming update over the next couple of weeks. Can't wait to show you guys. 5-2 win. That was more like it. Good for our goal difference. The 3 points takes us right ahead of Man United. That's always good news, isn't it? We're tied 35 points with Man United in the 1st division. And look at United in 8th. There's a gap between 8th and 9th. Could we qualify for Europe that next season? That would be huge. Absolutely immense. That's what we're going for here. And look at the points, actually. All the way up. We sit at 35. Everton 36. Spurs 36. Aston Villa 37. Forest, Liverpool 38. And Arsenal have been on fire this season. Let me tell you that, the FM Kingdom. They have been on fire, just like my Gary McAllister. 14 and 17. 4 of those have been on pens. He's been incredible, the Scotchman. Absolutely incredible. 22 years old. We splashed the money last transfer window for him. Me gustas too. A lot of letters, a lot of... I think it says Jesper. Jesper06. I appreciate the follow, my guy. Very kind. Welcome into the Mad Crew. We are happy to have you. How are we doing on this Monday? Let me take you back in time to 1987. We are on the 2nd season on this retro database. We're playing as Oxford United. 2 of our Scottish players are tired. Let's give them a couple of days off training. And let's praise McAllister. Big old Gary Mac on absolutely fire. Next up is Blackburn in 6 days. Could we make this 7? Could we make this 7 unbeaten in a row after their loss against Arsenal in the Football League Cup? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7, excuse me. 7 unbeaten in a row. Blackburn, Coventry, West Ham. That should be games that we could get points out of. Potentially 9 points in the next 3 games. That would put us up into the fun positions in the league, I reckon. Alright, it's a long season. It's a long season. Blackburn up next. Arsenal with the only 2nd loss this season. Everton beat them 4-3 in a banger. Wowzers. It's quite close at the top right now. Billy with some Faustino Asprilla emotes. We love to see it. The GOAT himself, Faustino Asprilla. Faustino Hinestrosa Asprilla. The Colombian Legendaros. Vita, I think you are Flamingo too, Matt. Oh, you think I'm a Flamingo supporter, Vita? A Parma and a Flamingo supporter. And I'm Danish. It makes absolutely no sense, but who cares? It's difficult to say who I support in Brazil, Vita. I mean, I support you, Vita, and you are a Flamingo supporter, so that must mean something, right? But there's so many teams in Brazil that I've had experiences with over the years. I had a Sao Paulo kit back in the day. Absolutely loved it. White one with the red and black stripes. Loved a Sao Paulo kit back in the day. As you know, my favorite player in the world, Faustino Asprilla, he played in Brazil for Palmeiras. So I do like Palmeiras as well. And Flamengo. Obviously, Flamengo is up there, Vita. Man United versus Man City. For the first time in a long time, you'll hear me say, come on, Man City. You can do it. Arsenal beats their rivals in the League Cup quarter-final by eliminating Tottenham Hotspurs. United beats City easily, 3-1, so there was no help to get there from City. John Doyle, hello everyone, how goes? Gary Mack on fire. Yes, he's absolutely on fire, John. He's been incredible. How's your Oxford save? Have you had a chance to play your Oxford save on this database, John? Let me hear how you're doing. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. But my excuse is we got a couple of very, very serious injuries. Redondo, Julio Cesar, Andy Muller been out injured. But we're doing all right mainly because Gary Mack is on fire. Always a pleasure to see you, John. My man. How are we, my friend? Sirachwell, evening, gents. Hope you're all doing well. How are you, Sirachwell? Hope you've had a great weekend. Don't know if you saw it, John Doyle, but we have kicked off a new concept over on my YouTube channel. We started a retro football podcast. Episode 1 was released last week with none other than FM Llama to talk about the good old days. And can you mention anyone who can do that better than FM Llama? Let me know, because he was brilliant on this first episode. He was absolutely brilliant. So many great stories. We reminisced about favorite players over the years. Not all the obvious ones. A lot of obscure players as well. I asked Llama to assemble his all-time favorite starting 11. That was a good one. That was much fun. I have a quiz. I'm having so much fun with the quiz on this podcast show as well. Retro quiz, obviously. And we talk about the good old days with Champman. Early editions of Football Manager. All in all, we are just having a blast, and the second episode is coming out on Wednesday with another absolutely brilliant guest. Let me tell you that, guys. A little spoiler for the second episode, which is out on Wednesday. You know, you guys who've seen the first episode, the quiz with Llama was absolutely fantastic. Llama did great. It's a tricky quiz, but Llama got his points. Second episode, the drama on the quiz is real. Absolutely real. I won't say anything else. Shut your mouth, mad scientist. New episode out soon. Check it out on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Let's kick on now. Let's win back that 7th position. Should be possible. Blackburn are newly promoted from the 2nd division. And we are on a roll at the moment, so come on, let's continue the good time, shall we? It would be incredible to qualify this team for a continental competition. It would be absolutely incredible. Honestly, I do not even care if it's the Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA Cup, or Champions League. Okay, so newly promoted Blackburn side with Paul Wright out, David Kelly. So they can score goals, actually. Let's not underestimate them. Scott Sellers is there. Tom Boyd. Kevin Hitchcock in goal. Decent Blackburn team, but not to be compared with my Oxford side. Let's go and get this, shall we? Vita, anyone who can drop a heart in my name are more than welcome, yes. He played in Fluminense too, a team I hate. Then I won't be giving it up for Fluminense then Vita. It's Franco. Hello, Matt. How's things? Good to see you, Franco. Thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate it. Things are doing very, very well, as I've just been plugging away my brand new podcast. That's my latest project that I'm having so much fun with, Franco. And this save is also a lot of fun. We're building Oxford United, a true first division side back in '86. But we have overhauled this team completely. We have sold all kind of players off and bought in a lot of young upcoming prospects. Let me tell you that. We got an 18-year-old Batistuta. We got a 19-year-old Davos Zucker. We got Peter Schmeichel in goal. He's 24 years old. Yep. The nostalgia is real, isn't it? Corner kick Blackburn, half an hour in, still 0-0. Brotherston with the cross right out is in there with his 6th goal of the season. 1-0 Blackburn. John Dahl not had a chance to touch it again recently due to working away. Went home just getting the wine and scotch out. Sorry to hear that, John. Not bringing a laptop when you're working away or something like that, then you won't get to work, right? If I was working on the road, going from city to city and sleeping at hotels, if I had my laptop with me, I would not get out to any customers. Whoa, how did David Kelly miss that one? Huge chance for Blackburn to go up 2-0. Thomas Rolls with a mad. Thomas! How are we, Thomas Rolls? Happy Monday. It is so good to see you, Thomas. Chin chin. Salute. Cheers. Is it Blackburn who's going to stop our winning run? Paul Rideout has put it into his mind that he wants to stop Oxford United's winning run. How dare you, Paul Rideout? Why didn't you stay in Italy? I know he starts out in Bari in Italy on this database. Blackburn bought him in as they won promotion to the first division after a good season in the Serie B for Paul Rideout. He's now back in England. 2 goals against us. How dare he? Franco, Tony Jameson would be a good shout for talking about 90s football. Most definitely. Tony Jameson was one of the first that came into my mind for a potential guest on my retro podcast. I will definitely be reaching out to Tony Jameson at some point. As I said, first episode is out with Llama. Second episode is out on Wednesday. And since I released the first episode, I've been contacted by so many people who want to come on to the podcast, which is very, very lovely. So I already have a long list of future guests, and I'm looking forward to do every single episode, most certainly. Chris Wall, the first episode was great. Can't wait for the next one. I'm already a fan for sure. Chris, I'm happy to hear you have watched it. It was so much fun to do. Absolutely enjoyed it. And Llama. I could have spent like 5 hours in company with Llama, not getting tired at all. He's incredible. But thanks for watching, Chris. Really appreciate it. John Dahl, I need to check that one out. Know that I like retro football or anything. Not that I like retro football or anything. You would love it, John. It's right up your alley, isn't it? I certainly hope so. David Kelly for Rideout, going for the hat-trick, Paul Rideout. A retro gamer, or you can get early access to podcasts via Patreon. Thanks for the shout. True that. I keep forgetting, plugging it on Patreon. You will get early access over on Patreon, obviously. Time to make changes. Samorano on for Batistuta. Andy Müller on for Abedi Pele. Let's bring on David Langan on the right fullback as well. I have David Platt on the bench. I just don't see any reason to sub him on instead of McAllister. Gary Mack is so good on the set pieces as well. Siratual. I need to file a complaint for this database though. I did a draft on Saturday with some friends. 6 games and not a single assist or goal from Maradona. Obviously a database fault. And not me being a scrub manager. I take the blame, Siratual. I do take the blame. How can you play 6 games in a draft on this database, splashing all your cash on this player? Not getting a goal. Did you say assist as well? Not a single goal assist? That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic. I take that complaint and I will look into it. I'll make Diego Maradona even better, Srirachuel, than he already is. But incredible. Love to hear you have done a draft on the 86 database, Srirachuel. Absolutely love it. I hope you had a fun time. Who did well for you? Did you draft one player, Srirachuel, who did well for you? Please let me know. But I could imagine you paid big money for Maradona. I can imagine. Here comes Robbie Mustoe. Oh, he don't look like much, doesn't he? 6 in technique. Not my style, but I mean, we gotta use him. Target forward on instead of Davor Suker. There's not a lot of time to go. It's been a while since we played in an entire game without scoring a goal. Could we please change that? Let's go attacking as well now. That is surely disappointing. We've had 11 shots, 3 of them been on target, and we have not been able to score 1 goal. John Dollar tried the laptop away with me for FM. Found I was getting to sleep about 3 a.m. So put that to bed quickly. I know what you mean, John. I know what you mean. On a serious note, leave it at home. Leave it at home, definitely. Oh my God, I can just imagine sitting all night, right? Been on the road all day. So good call, John. Thomas Rolls, been better. My dad collapsed twice today. Luckily, he didn't hit his head, but he had problems breathing and was choking. But he went off all right to the hospital. Oh my, Thomas. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, there's nothing worse than seeing your loved ones struggle like that, right? All my love, Thomas. All my thoughts goes to you, Thomas Rolls. I hope your dad will bounce back sooner than later. And the hospital will take care of him. But all my love, Thomas. I'm sorry to hear that. When one of your loved ones is sick or ill or anything like that, I mean, you will worry 24/7. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Really sorry to hear that, Thomas. The FM Kingdom would love to also, if you're interested in stories about a huge FM PvP community I've built, definitely FM Kingdom, definitely. We love to talk Football Manager, so most certainly. Can't wait to hear about that. Retro Gamer, I want to come on, but to reverse it and give you the quiz. I like that idea, Retro Gamer. Should I invite you as a guest? And you can ask me the quiz questions. I would love to take part in the quiz because it's a tricky one. It's not an easy quiz. I'm not sure I would do very well on it either. And I know if Retro Gamer comes onto the show, he only wants to talk about Newcastle, the tune. So we could switch it a little bit up, Billy, involving me in the quiz. I like the idea. Billy, I have a complaint on 94-95 database. How can Shearer miss 3 pens in one game? That is not my fault. I won't take the blame for that. Because what is his penalty attribute, Shearer, on the 94 database? Must be like 16 to 18. And his composure is up there. His finishing is up there. There's no excuses. It's just like Football Manager works. But after I saw Alan Shearer miss more than 3 penalties over on Billy's stream, Retro Gamer obviously, I did start to notice that in my offline save, there we go, the crazy gang beats Man United. Get in, Wimbledon, with a 4-0 win. Yes, please. Whoo. Yeah, I did notice, Billy, in my offline saves on that database that Alan Shearer, he misses a lot of pens. But I don't know how to change it. I mean, I've given him proper attributes, finishing attributes, that is. Next up for us is Coventry. They sit in 19th. Coventry, they've not been doing well this season. So can we bounce right back after that horrible loss? MJ Bomber, had you set him to use his hand more than his head? Diego Maradona, that is. Cheeky little one from MJ Bomber. Watch out, MJ. There's a lot of English people in the chat usually. They don't like it. They don't like the hand of God goal and Diego Maradona, you know. What is the date in game? 26th of December. It will soon be New Year's Eve 1988 coming. Woohoo! Imagine the tunes, imagine the hairdos for that New Year's Eve 1988. Get out of here. Beautiful. All right, back to business. Arsenal, no, not Arsenal, Coventry. Coventry is coming to town. We are starting Andy Muller this time. We need to shake things up just a little bit here. It was a fluke. It must have been a fluke. Our loss against Blackburn. We were on such a roll. But here comes Coventry. I do expect to see a much better performance from you lads. Coventry starting 11. Regis. He scored twice against us last time, didn't he? Steve Ogrisovic in goal for Coventry. Let's bounce back, shall we? We need a win. Sirachwal. We had unlimited money, so I just drafted the most expensive player each round. Playing a 3-4-3. My best players were Cabrini, Tigana, and Platini. A couple of French legends. Jean Tigana on this database. I mean, you won't see a better defensive midfielder on this database. I get N'Golo Kante vibes when I see Jean Tigana on this database. So that's a proper pick. Absolute proper pick. Michel Platini is one of the best players in this database. So that's an incredible pick. But the Italian said Atwell, Antonio Cabrini. Look at that left fullback. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully you got some assists out of this one. 17 crossing, 16 passing. Quite fast as well. Mentals for days. And you did not win that draft, Sir Redwell. Some of the other participants must have drafted quite well, I reckon. Probably they did. There's a lot of good players to choose between, right? We have kicked our game off against Coventry. Here goes. Coach Nabovic. There we go. Dave, good to see you, my friend. Lovely to see you've been streaming more recently. So please hit that follow button, guys. Dave, he's an OG. When I started streaming, 2017 or something like that, Dave was already around. Me and Dave go way back. So hit him up, guys. Lovely gentleman. Alan Evans. 1-0 Coventry. Ouch. It's good to see you, Dave. Happy Monday. Who cares if Coventry is up 1-0? I'm happy to see you, Dave. Hopefully you're doing well. Sirachwal Dasayev played a solid 6.2 average over 6 games. No love for the Russian. Best goalkeeper in the universe on this database, Sirachwal. You did absolutely nothing wrong in your drafting. The players did you wrong, Sirachwal, by the sound of it. Just like they're doing me wrong right now. We should be winning this one against Coventry. We've had 7 shots. We have not been able to hit the target yet. Come on now. Mafangulo. Step into this. I would completely fail, says the FM Kingdom. Maybe get some old school Arsenal questions correct. Yeah, that's how it is. If I know that you're an Arsenal supporter and you come on to my quiz, to my podcast, I won't give you any Arsenal questions. If I know you're a Man United supporter, don't expect to get any Man United questions on the quiz. It's a fast-paced 5-question quiz, 5 very, very different categories of questions, all retro-related, obviously. Either Championship Manager or Football Manager or football history related. So, and it's really tricky. It's a tricky quiz. But Lama did decent. Lama did quite well in the first episode. There is Regis. Clean tackle from Tommy. Clean tackle from Tommy. But it is a pen. Coventry could be up 2-0 before halftime. Dylan, I thought he hit Schmeichel. So, apparently the ball went right through Schmeichel 2-0 Coventry. What is this now? We won such a roll. This is how it is with a young team like we have. We can't stay consistent for the love of it. We were doing so very well. We gave ourselves a chance to work our ways into the continental competition places. Now we're falling apart once again. Thomas Rolls, cheers, Matt. It means a lot. It's very scary, but he's in hospital now and waiting for a call back for updates. You do that, Thomas, definitely. I can imagine how scary that stuff is, definitely. I'm sure you'll get a call back with good updates, hopefully very soon. Vita, Matt, you think who is more handsome, Valderrama or Asprilla? What a question is that? Who's more handsome? You know, there's only one goat in my life. That's Faustino Asprilla. He is a handsome son of a bitch, isn't he? But competing with El Pipe, Carlos Valderrama's beautiful hair, I mean, it's a tricky one, Vita. It's a tricky one. But just because I got one gold, and that's Faustino Asprilla, he gets my love. Oh, what are we going to do here? Horrible ratings all across the board. Horrible. Let's kick off that second half. Let's switch to attacking. Rambling Man 420. If he's so good, why does he have to be a cheating scumbag? Who's that? Is that Diego Maradona we're talking about? How are we doing, Rambling, Mr. 420? Always good to see ya. Siratual ended up second behind an all-German team. Freaking Germans. Just can't beat the Germans. Actually, quite clever by the guy who won it all then. The German national team on this database is ridiculous. Absolutely bonkers. So not a bad idea to just pick the entire German national team. What is going on, Oxford? 3-0 Coventry. 3-0, I'm telling you. Coventry 19th position. What the devil? Appreciate that as always, mate. Coach Nabovich. Not bad, thanks, mate. How about yourself? Enjoyed the podcast with Llama. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. I'm very good. I'm ready for a brand new week, let me tell you that. I've spent all afternoon putting together episode 2 of the podcast, which was recorded last week already. But I've been doing some editing, so the episode is ready to be launched on Wednesday. And thanks for the lovely comment on the first episode. I really appreciate it, Dave. Coventry's just demolishing us. Gary McAllister, could we get a consolation goal? Go on, Gary. Lorenzo Stalins. Stalins. There is a goal. We got a goal. 3-1 now. As we bring on Robbie Mustoe, let's swap those two. David Platt, this is your chance, David. And let's try out Ivan Zamorano and Gabriel Batistuta. It sounds good, and we need good right now. We can do better. I have an American football knowledge handicap. It's not my fault, FM Kingdom. Gary Mack, Batistuta. There's a pen. Could we work our way back in this game? It's not ruled. Don't rule it out yet. If we can get a second here, it must be Gary Mack. Chance to get his 15th goal of the season. Halfway through the season, Gary McAllister steps up to the plate. Yes, please. Which King Mallory redeemed Tino Asprilla. Salute! What a time. What a time. Pause everything. Stop everything. We got a Tino Asprilla salute we got to listen to. Here he is, the GOAT himself.
Chao, Científico Loco. Un abrazo, un saludo de parte de Científico Loco y del Tino. Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Científico Loco. I love my name in Spanish. Keep it coming. Científico Loco. Faustino Asprilla, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2. Is the comeback on? Could the comeback be on, Schmeichel? Come on, with a fast pass, throw, something. Go. Sieverbeck. What was that? What was that touch on the ball? Sivbæk, you're better than that. He wins it back. Come on, second chance. Starlins. Get the ball up to the attacking midfielders. Platt. Zamorano. Goes wide. Graham Lesser. Starlins again. I like the ball movement. Starlins. Batistu to Gary McAllister. Yes!
Golazo! Golazo! Golazo!
Si, senoritas. Si, senors. Gary McAllister. Our top goal scorer. 16th of the season, right? We have equalized. It's 3-3 suddenly. We were down 3-0. Gary McAllister, one-man army. Woohoo, the Scotchman. Huge. Go Pats, says Coach Napovich. He knows a thing or two as well about American football, right? Broncos fan, says FM Kingdom. Thomas rolls with the Tino emote. Love it, Thomas. Appreciate it, my friend. So yeah, I don't personally watch NFL. I have watched a lot of Super Bowls over the years, but I've never followed NFL like that, or NHL. But NBA, I'm an old school NBA head as well. I've been following the NBA since the early 90s, just like football, soccer. Excuse me, Gary Mack. I can't believe we're back in this. Any last changes here? Let me see. Graham Lesser is not doing very well. So let's get Augusto Inacio on the pitch. Could we steal the victory? Could we steal 3 points? It was 3-0 at halftime, I think, for Coventry, wasn't it? Now it's 3-3. There's plenty of time. At least 15 minutes of ordinary time. Gary McAllister, the king of the world. Ballon d'Or, Gary McAllister. He deserves it. We give away ball possession. Coventry now. Coventry on the attack. Pickering. For Hillary. Cut back. Gibson. Terry Gibson. It's 4-3 Coventry. How can we let them get a 4th freaking goal? Oh, damn. How did they get the ball past the defenders like that? This has been a bonkers game. Absolutely bonkers one. Hashtag mad out. It's been a while, John Dahl, since I've seen the hashtag mad out. Sometimes I deserve it. Sometimes I don't deserve it. Right now, I probably do deserve it because this is shambles. This is shambles, John Dahl. Could we equalize for a 4th time? Give the ball to Gary McAllister. Find Gary McAllister. There he is. Shoot. Don't pass it. Shoot, Gary Mack. Come on. Inacio. McAllister back in position. It's a hat-trick. It's a hat-trick. Yeah.
Golazo! Golazo!
It's a hat-trick. Gary McAllister. 3rd goal of the game. 4th equalizing goal. He did it. Gary McAllister. He's unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. If you never heard about Gary McAllister, let me present him to you. It's a Scottish legend. He was setting himself up all the way through. 3rd goal of the game. Gary McAllister, you freaking legend. What should we do without Gary McAllister? 9 minutes at it. 9 minutes at it. Whew. We take the 1 point now in such a stupid game like this. 99 minutes. Whew. We sit in 8th. We can still close the gap up to Man United. After a 4-4 war. What a game that was. Incredible stuff. Look at this. 17 goals in 19 appearances. He's not even a striker. God, I love Gary McAllister, huh? Retro Gamer, what you on about? Can't beat the Germans, don't lie. 1 World Cup and 2 World Cup wars. England, says Billy. Coach Napovich, happy to be on an episode if you need. Although I suspect you have a long list. I would love to have you, Dave, actually. I would love to have you on, Dave. Let me tell you that. And yes, I do already have a long list. But who knows? Who knows what will happen over time? I just need to drop a note here for myself. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Cerebral, but like Gary said, football is a simple game. 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes, and at the end, the Germans always win. Nothing new there, right? Nothing new there. Latianicus, 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes. / this is what the women in Turkey think about football. Oh yeah, or 22 women, obviously. Go Celtics, says Coach Navovich. Larry Bird shout, maybe. What's your NBA team, says the FM Kingdom. As he says, his is Lakers. So actually, I don't have an NBA team. I have had NBA teams over the years. It's not the same like in football with me. I've been supporting Parma since the early 90s and my local teams and stuff like that, obviously. But in the NBA, it's more players. It's actually more players I've been supporting, or whatever you can call it. My favorite player in recent years have been John Wall, who's not around anymore. But John Wall, believe it or not, I was following Wizards for a while just because of John Wall. And I have a hell of a lot of football shirts in my collection. But to be honest, my NBA shirt collection is a lot bigger than my football shirt collection, to be honest. So the advantage of not just supporting one team in the NBA is that I can go for all NBA shirts that I just like because of the design or whatever. So I have so many NBA shirts in my collection. Yes, Cerebral. Mag attack. Coach Navovich. That was absolutely bonkers from Gary Mack, wasn't it? Thanks for the emote as well, Cerebral. Love the support. Gary McAllister, he can hear you guys. He can hear your support as we prepare for our next game against Aston Villa. Or is it West Ham, excuse me. I just saw the colors. Who's next? It's West Ham, then Spurs. Someone clipped that, Billy. Yes, what a game meter. That was craziness. This game is so insane, Chris Wall. I've never seen anything like it. I thought it was in the bag. 3-0 Coventry. What is this? Get out of here. Are you seriously? Are you serious? We picked him up on a free. He gets injured for 9 months. Now he's unhappy about I've not strengthened the coaches. Football manager, give me a break here, Mavafangulo. If we have to let him leave before play him, we saw him in the first game of the season, not since. This is like watching Full Bottle, says Mr. Tinney. Hey, full throttle, please, sir. Yeah, actually, did I switch to the full throttle for a second there? Alright, I created this stupid and crazy tactic called full throttle during the FM24 game cycle, actually. And for some of my previous saves, I played this tactic season after season. And every game was minimum like this 4-4 Coventry game. I could be up 4-0 and losing 5-4 with that formation. Craziness was guaranteed. West Ham, 11th in the Prem. We sit in 8th. So we cannot afford losing against them as they are just right behind us. Neil Slatter, actually swap him with Inacio. Redondo Leseux is out suspended. Abedi Pele, he deserves to start. That's how it is. Alright. After a 4-4 thriller against Coventry, we now travel to London to take on West Ham. And is there a command in the locker room that I could tell my players, pass the ball to Gary McAllister? Pass the ball to Gary Mack. He's right there. Tony Cottee and Frank McAvenny. Striker force for West Ham. World Cup winner Sergio Batista. Miguel España from Mexico. Yeah, Terry Phelan. He's a find on this database, actually. Let's see if we can bounce back once again. We haven't won for the last 2 games. I would like 3 points here. Matt, are you using the full throttle, says Vita? It did remind us a little bit about the crazy results with the full throttle tactic. Gotta be honest. Is there any channel points to make Matt sell McAllister, Coach Navwich? That would be evil. That would be evil. Don't do that against me. I won't allow any moderators to add that command on that channel point. Redeem. The new guy, the new guys never saw Matt in BCO winning games 9-7 and losing games 9-7. That was just such a crazy formation, but it was lots of fun. We commit another pen again early in the game. What's wrong with us? Penalty, Tony Cotty, West Ham. Peter's Michael. Big Peter S to the rescue. Get in, Peter. Where would we be without Peter's Michael, honestly? John Wall, you're not a fair weather fan. Respect, FM Kingdom. True that, true that. My favorite player... hey, let me see if you know this one. Obviously, you probably will, the FM Kingdom. There's always the obvious ones. We all... Abedi Pelé with the equalizer. We all love Michael Jordan, or 99% of NBA fans love Michael Jordan. LeBron James, the King, there's all the obvious ones. I've always tried to choose my favorite players that's a little bit going under the radar, if that makes sense. John Wall was a great point guard, very entertaining, ball behind the back, but not ever anywhere like the best in the league. My all-time favorite NBA player, the FM Kingdom, was a Laker, was actually a Laker. It's not Kobe. Much respect, Kobe. R.I.P. It was not Shaq. It was not Magic Johnson. My favorite player of the NBA all time, Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones. Former Laker. Former Heat. Former Charlotte Hornets. He was just so great defensively. He could steal a ball. He could hit the three before everyone shot threes in the NBA. He could dunk. He was great. Eddie Jones is my all-time favorite NBA player. Vita, I think Matt won a game by 10-6 in BCO one time. Thinking now, almost 1 year later, they experienced BCO plus full throttle. Only one madman could do it. I take that as a huge praise, Vita. Only one madman could do it, and he sits right here. Remember, I tested the full throttle tactic in a draft, actually. As we commit another pen, we leave it up to Peter Schmeichel again. What the devil is up with us? Tony Cotty from the spot. Schmeichel chose the right side, but this time it's a goal. 15th of the season, Tony Cotty. But we let them back in. We just let them back in after we up 2-0. Goals by Zucker and Abedi Pelé. The FM Kingdom. Love Eddie Jones. Damn, man. That's a true fan. There we go. Obviously, I knew you would know him. Obviously. Another favorite from the past, but more obvious, Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp in the old school Seattle Supersonics shirt. Oh, mamma mia. Such a in-game powerful dunker. Sean Kemp, another shout. Kobe said he admired him. And I've read that as well. And he actually kind of replaced him, right? In Kobe's first season, Kobe came in as a bench option. But in the second season, they did trade Eddie Jones, didn't they? So they could play Shaq and Kobe together, which makes a lot of sense. 2-1 at halftime. This is far from being over. We have already committed 2 pens in this one. I can't remember that Tommy Caton have got a red card. So I'm not that worried about he's booked already. So let's kick off the second half. It's been a while since we got a goal from Batistuta, hasn't it? It's been a while. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it's been a while since we got a Bati goal. Let's get him kick-started, shall we? Oi, long shot attempt. Huge chance from distance. I couldn't see if it hit the crossbar or if the goalkeeper saved it. Because Mr. Tin is gifting a tier 1 sub to Coach Nabovic. That's 98 gifted subs in this channel history. Mr. Tini, you legend. Appreciate that. And what a choice setting up Coach Nabovic. We really appreciate that. Dave, he is such a freaking legend himself. And we even got a Mr. Tinny command in the chat. If you want to support his work, head over to his Patreon. There's lots of good things to get over there. Davasuker. It's 3-1 now. Let's get the 3 points with us from London and get back to Oxford. Habla español, Lati Anarchist. He knows his languages, doesn't he? Did dunk contest dunks in game? Sean Kemp, my man. Sean Kemp, absolutely he did. And they came close. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Mid-90s, or was it late 90s? That Seattle Supersonics. They went to the semis, didn't they? I think. Or conference finals, excuse me. Sí, me entiendo nada, says the FM King on tres idiomas, Large Anarchist. Alright, we can sit down Gary McAllister before he picks up an injury. That would be horrible, so let's sub him. We're up 3-1. There's still half an hour to go, but I am making a couple of changes here. Davasuka could get a hat-trick in this one. Already got 2 goals. Would be nice to get Gabriel Batistuta on the score tally as well. Someone set him up for it. Could be Neil Slatter. Where's Neil? There he is. Get him on the pitch. We got a tired Stalins. And Fraser instead of Caton. That's it. 3-1, 20 minutes to go. Let's rock and roll. My Spanish is not up to par these days either. But I'm learning. When Tino Asprilla said, Cientistas el loco. That's new Spanish for me. We made it 4-1. Abedi Pele getting into it this time. He's had a cracking season, hasn't he? 2 goals tonight. 9.4 rating. 9.6 for Davasuker. This is more like it. This is the way we want to see this Oxford team play. Score lots of goals. We will concede as well. That's the philosophy. Oh, we tried to get Batistuta into the position there. Neil Slatter got a lot of assists last season. Straight into Barty. Last 10 minutes of ordinary time. Colin Hendry wins the header. But here comes West Ham. Down the left flank. With a cross. Hendry clears it. West Ham again, though. It's the 3rd pen in 1 game. We have committed 3 penalties. Keeping Peter Schmeichel warm in goal. We haven't seen Peter for a while. Here he is again. Why do we want so desperately to help our opponents? 3 penalties. 3 freaking penalties. Ma vaffanculo. Craziness. There's never a boring game when Oxford United are involved. Fraser for Musto. Andy Müller. Go on, Andy. Lupescu. Hits the post. Close one. Yeah, time is ticking. 4-2. 6 minutes added. But we get 3 points. We get 3 points. Maybe we close the gap up to Man United with this win. Certainly. Certainly we close the gap. It's going to be difficult to get into the top 7 positions, but we do the best that we can. And we are halfway through the season, right? 1st of January. Transfer window kicks off in a moment. I'm actually not happy about that. I'm afraid that we're going to lose a lot of our players. I'm so afraid we're going to lose some of our young hopes. I just want to run through this 1 month of winter transfer window. 2 days, Tottenham Hotspurs. That's a cup tie. Classy Zucker, good to see. Davor did well. Let me just rest my starting 11. You can go and celebrate New Year's Eve, lads. Go and have a celebration. 1988 style. That's what we're looking for. How many languages do you know, scientist? I imagine Denmark teaches more than America. Yeah, because the little tiny nation of Denmark, we are like 6 million people. So there's 6 million people in the entire world who knows our language, Danish. So in schools, we learn English from a very, very early age. Even when I was young, way back in the past. Then we get a choice to learn... No, we also learn German, actually. We learn German in schools as well from a quite early age. I've never used my German, so I can't speak German. But I do understand when other people speak German, right? So then we get a chance to learn Spanish or French. We're being offered Spanish or French in the later grades in school. I can't speak French at all. Spanish, I do understand. I speak very little. Un poco. And I lived in Italy for a while back in the day, so I do understand my Italian as well. But you know how it is. If you don't use the language, if I don't speak Italian every single day, it's get out of here. I can't remember it. You gotta use it. So that's hence why I do all my streaming. I speak more English. Believe it or not, my English is not 100%. I'm completely aware of that. But believe it or not, these days, I speak more English than I speak Danish. Because everyone I speak with in the FM community, I communicate in English. Every time I live stream, I speak English. So offline, online, I speak English more than I speak Danish most days. And that's actually also a little bit, you know, on the serious note. Because this is my full-time job, I work from home. I don't have to leave my home that very often. So I don't have to use my Danish language that much. Other when I speak with my family and friends, obviously. But on a serious note, though, it's a very, very lonesome job being a retro database creator. If I can speak to you from the heart, lads. Some days it's very, very lonely because I speak to a screen. I work hours after hours alone on my databases. For months, I don't leave the home to go out to be, you know, around people and stuff like that. So it is a grind sometimes. I'm not complaining. Please don't take this as a complaint. I know some people will take this as a complaint. I am blessed and very, very honored that I can freaking make a living of my fucking hobby. Don't get me wrong. I just want to open my heart to my good friends in the chat, which is very important for me. The guys who turn up, guys who drop by sometimes in my streams, people who comes often, regulars and stuff like that, everyone. I just want to let you know how it is as well. Because I started to talk about I don't speak Danish that much because I don't need to speak Danish because I'm mainly sitting here alone with my dog. My dog understands more English these days than he understands the Danish. He understands all the English commands I throw at him. So I just wanted to share with you guys. It's a lonely job actually. So it means the world to me when I can hang out with you guys in the chat, leaving a comment on my YouTube videos, leaving a comment on my live streams. It means the world. And I'm not only speaking for myself because I'm definitely not the most lonely person in the world. There's other people out there that you don't have any idea of how lonely they actually are. Because the world nowadays is set up like this, you know. You can work from home in some instances. And you don't have to see other people. You can speak with other people online, you know. That's a huge help. Batistuta, Player of the Month. Alright, it's New Year's Eve. Transfer window will open in a second as well. Let's get back on track here. FM Kingdom, yeah, that's what I figured. Anarchist, maybe even a few more. Oh, that was Lati Anarchist. Danish, Swedish, no. Oh yeah, I forgot about Danish, Swedish, Norwegian. Yes. I'm from Scandinavia, so yes, we all understand each other. Swedish, Norwegian, Danes, we all understand each other, yeah. John Dahl, my local supermarket is putting vodka up 1p. to 20 tomorrow. So tonight, I'm going to party like it's 1999, 19.99. Did you hear me speak about the dog or what? My dog's been sleeping for the last hour at least. Now he comes jumping up here. Look who's here. Look who's here. There is. It's the flying dog. It's the flying dog. What's up, homie? What's up? What's up? Yep. Yeah, my dog's name is Homie because he is my closest homie, right? That's you. That's you. And you do understand English. Look at his ears when I say doggy emote. Oh, huh? Doggy goody. Oh, 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 oh. Watch out, watch out. Good luck with that, by the way, John Dahl. Let's party like it's 1988, shall we? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'll cut the stream on YouTube. Thanks to everyone watching on YouTube. We'll continue on Twitch a little later or more. We'll continue on the stream on Twitch. But we'll say thank you to our friends on YouTube. The stream will finish now over there. And why the hell do you